What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another Five Nights at Freddy's update video. Now in today's video we have something very exciting to discuss. If you guys head over to Scott Games, you will see the bar is now at 100%. The bar is finished, and we have a few other exciting things that Scott announced over on the Steam community page to go over in this video. Before we get into that, of course, if you guys want to see more custom night videos, don't forget to drop a like on the video down below. It really helps out the video. Also drop a comment saying update, and be subscribed to the channel because you don't want to miss the upcoming ultimate custom night videos. They're going to be pretty crazy. And also, let me know in the comment section down below, out of the three new characters, actually, I think there's three. Actually, let's see real quick. I think it's Foxy, Bonnie. Yeah, there's Foxy, Bonnie, Trash Gang, and Rockstar Freddy. Out of those four, who would you rather go up against? All right, if you had to choose one, who would it be? I'm not going to lie. If I had to choose one, I would definitely say Trash and the Gang. Because Bonnie, Foxy, and Rockstar Freddy are all gigantic, humongous, animatronic beings. And the Trash and Gang, well, it's just that. It's Trash and a gang of it. So, I mean, you can't be too worried about that. But let me know who you would go up against in the comment section down below. But let's go ahead and get into the whole update thing that's going on right now. There's a lot of news to cover, and there's going to be a lot more coming in the coming days. Like, there's a lot, and it's going to be pretty crazy, especially when we get to it. But, guys, let's start off with Rockstar Freddy. And obviously, like I do usually, I'll read through all of them, and then we'll kind of break them down afterwards. So, Rockstar Freddy, he will stand in your office the entire night, and on occasion will activate, demanding a payment of 5 Faz coins. If you pay him, he will return to sleep mode. Fail to pay him in a timely fashion, however, and your run will end with an angry Rockstar Freddy in your face. The problem is that Faz coins might be scarce, especially if you have other Faz coin demanding animatronics in the halls. Thankfully, there is another option at your disposal. If you're running short on Faz coins or just prefer not to spend them here, just crank up the heat for a few seconds. This will cause Rockstar Freddy to malfunction and eventually think that payment has been made. Next up, we have Trash and the Gang. This one's pretty short. It's just 3 question marks. So that kind of raises some really interesting questions. Like, what are these guys gonna do? I mean, what can they do? Really, like, they're trash. Like, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do, really? Like, they're what are they, paper mache and like metal? Like, there's not much they can really do. But anyways, after that, though, we have Bonnie. Poor Bonnie has been forced to stare at a cramped stage with another animatronic, Foxy, and he's pretty upset about it. These two will take turns looking out from the curtain. Oh, what? Both of them? But whereas Foxy will hide himself when viewed on camera, Bonnie will do the opposite and become more agitated. If Bonnie is looking out from the curtain when you view Pirate Cove, he will take the opportunity to flash his blinding eyes and scramble the cameras, all of them, for a significant amount of time. Needless to say, losing the ability to use your cameras for this long will most likely be a death sentence. The only way to tell if he's actively looking out from Pirate's Cove is to observe a tiny figurine on your desk. What? This figurine will change from Foxy to Bonnie depending on who is active in Pirate Cove. Not paying attention to this detail and thereby looking or not looking at Pirate Cove at the wrong time can cost you your run. That sounds crazy. Okay, after that we have Foxy. He inhabits Pirate Cove along with Bonnie, and while you shouldn't view Pirate Cove when Bonnie is active, it's a necessity that when Foxy is, Foxy will gradually make his exit if you don't check on him regularly. And once he's out, there's no way to get him back, for him to go back. He also has a new trick up his sleeve to get into your office. He goes in piece by piece. Wait, what? He will find any vulnerability in your office and slip in chunks of himself, arms, legs, head, torso, through any open vent or open door, until all of his fragments are inside. Once there, he will wait for you to pull up your monitor before pulling himself back together and jump scaring you. Okay, is this like official? Because like, if every animatronic can just pull themselves apart and then put themselves back together, like, what? That raises a lot of questions right here. That's pretty crazy though. Okay, so let's start from the bottom, I should say, with Foxy. So Bonnie and Foxy are both like in this, they're both together, all right? Both basically, they'll each be peeking at different times throughout the night. You'll have a little thing on your desk to be able to check who's peeking when. So if you see Bonnie on your desk, you know it's Bonnie. If you see Foxy, you know it's Foxy. So you want to make sure that you're always checking that thing, because you don't want it to be Foxy and he'll slowly start building himself up and then kill you. So you want to make sure that you take care of Foxy. Now it also says that, when Foxy does attack, he's going to throw pieces of himself into the office until eventually he builds himself and kills you. Okay. That's such an interesting, like, attack. I love it so much. So yeah, I think that's really it for Foxy. There's really not much else to discuss. You know, they're both in Pirate Cove. That's such an interesting design, though. And then, like I said, for Bonnie, he's forced to share a cramped stage with Foxy, which is interesting because, like, I never thought there would be two animatronics in Pirate Cove, but the day has finally come, and Bonnie and Foxy are now sharing. It does say, you know, if you do look at Bonnie, like, you're supposed to look at Foxy, but you're not supposed to look at Bonnie. So if you look at Bonnie, he's gonna flash his lights and completely blind your cameras. And I don't think it said, okay, it says for a significant amount of time. So, you know, it doesn't really say how long, but I'm guessing it's long enough to where you'll die, because there's a ton of stuff that you have to look at on your camera. So if you lose your cameras, it's not going to end well for you. So basically, if you look at Bonnie, it could really just end your run right there, unless you're, like, close to winning. So that's kind of a big thing. You don't want to lose your camera system, but I think that's really it for those two. Like I said, just make sure you check that thing on your desk and you'll be good to go. Now, after that, like I said, we have Trash and the Gang. No explanation for them. I'm guessing it's going to be something goofy, like they're not really going to attack. I feel like they'd help almost, because, yeah, like I said, how can a metal cage kill you? I mean, well, then again, I guess it's a game. Anything can happen, but I almost feel like they'll be helping you out, you know? That'd be kind of cool. You can trap an animatronic in the cage. Then again, that's a really small cage, but you know what I mean. Anyways, though, after that, or for the final one, we have Rockstar Freddy. And it says he will stand in your office the entire night, like I said, and on occasion he'll activate demanding a payment. So once again, you got to use your Faz coins on this guy, and there's a lot of stuff you have to buy with Faz coins. So if you do, if you are running low on Faz coins, you have to pay the other things, you might want to just skip out on paying him and turn the heat up, because what that'll do is it'll just make him think that you paid him and he'll go away. So, I mean, that's kind of a good trade-off there, but I'm sure there's other options. You know, I'm sure there's, other risk with turning up the heat, because, I can't remember who it was, but one of them hates when it's too hot and it'll cause him to attack. So, I mean, if you want to take that risk, you can, or you can just pay him off, depending on how many coins you have at the time. But still a really interesting mechanic. A lot of these make you think, they're like, okay, I can do it this way, but I could die if I do it that way, or I could do it this way and it might work out a little bit better, but I can also die doing it that way and not doing it the other. So, like, there's a lot of different options here, but if you take the wrong one, you're probably gonna die here. Anyways, though, let's go ahead and get to the exciting part, which I just saw this as I went to record this video. He has a brand new post up on the Steam community page, and it's titled Beta Testing Log, and it says, hey guys, I thought you would all enjoy seeing results of ongoing testing in the coming month. So there's your answer right there. If you guys thought after the 100% it was immediately going to come out, no, it's not, because he just said in the coming month, he's going to be testing it basically all month. So just for giggles, I'm going to dive right in and play a few rounds of 50-20 mode today. I'll be back with times and causes of death. Remember that a full night is 4 minutes and 30. Oh, wait, is that it? Also, keep in mind that I know the mechanics of all the characters, so this should be a breeze for me. And then first day results, 50-20 mode. He has all of them, Nightmare NA, Nightmare NA, Nightmare NA, Nightmare BB, Nightmare BB. Nightmare NA seems to be a real problem. And then Golden Freddy, Nightmare Fredbear, and Nightmare BB. So that is very interesting. So 4 minutes and 30 seconds for the night. Am I reading that correct? A lot of the comments are saying 4 minutes, 30 seconds too. So that's a pretty short night. But I mean, he is doing 50-20 mode, so that's going to be really, really difficult. But I mean, that's interesting that he's actually doing beta testing. So wait, that means that, okay, this is completely done, but he's just beta testing it to, I guess, get rid of any kind of bugs and stuff like that. So for the coming month, but here's the thing that I'm not figuring out here, because, okay, he says for the coming month, which would be May, but after that, we still have June, July, and then August, where it's supposed to come out. So for the next 3 months almost, is he just going to be beta testing? I mean, I guess I don't know how it all works, when you make a game, but I feel like it's going to probably release early, because an August release date, that's just really far away for what seems to be an almost complete game here. Because like he says, hey guys, I thought I would see, the results of an ongoing test in the coming month. So he's playing 50-20 mode right now, but then again, that doesn't mean, just because he's playing 50-20 mode, that doesn't mean that all the other challenges are completed for the game, all the secrets and stuff like that. So I mean, if there even is any secrets, that is. Like, I'm just guessing. So, I mean, I feel like there's probably still more work to be done, so maybe it will end up lasting until August, or we might get it a little bit early, which I would not be mad about at all, because I'm pretty excited to play this. I don't know if, like I said, I'll be able to beat that 50-20 mode, because it seems really difficult, and from the looks of it so far, Nightmare NA is a big problem, which, what even was Nightmare NA's attack? It must be something pretty crazy. Let me see if I can actually find Nightmare NA. His presence moves randomly to different locations in your office as you play, and begins to reappear when your mouse cursor moves over him. Be quick to avoid these areas. Oh, okay, so yeah, we run. Okay, so this is basically if you if you move your cursor over him more and more and more, he'll eventually activate and kill you. So I'm guessing this night requires a lot of mouse movement. Like, not a lot of, or I guess a lot of camera and mouse movement, but a lot more mouse movement than camera movement, because he's dying a lot to Nightmare A. And then he also died to Nightmare BB. I'd like to see, like, how he's dying, or, you know, how these people are killing him. So Nightmare BB, he sits in your office throughout the night, usually slouched over. When slouched, be careful not to shine your light on him. Oh, so it's another one of these. If he's standing, however, shine your light to return him to the sitting position. Otherwise, he'll attack when you turn away. Okay, so this is another one of those animatronics to where if you just shine your light on him, he might kill you. So I think I'm noticing a bit of a trend here. Also, he died to Golden Freddy, Nightmare Fredbear. Okay, so let's see what Golden Freddy does. Golden Freddy, when he appears after lowering your tablet, pull it back up quickly to get rid of him. Staring at him for too long will end your run with an unpleasant surprise. Ooh, so it doesn't say jump scare, but he's died to him. That's interesting. And then the final one was Nightmare Fredbear, which I think I remember. I think he sits outside your office, if I remember correctly, just like his eyes only. So Nightmare Fredbear and Nightmare. So this is a tag team kind of thing here. So this team duo are invisible to the cameras and can only be seen when they reach your doorways. Fredbear takes left, Nightmare takes right. Even only then their eyes are visible. Close the doors on their faces and send them back into the darkness. So yeah, he died to them. So I don't know. I mean, I guess he was really focused on the cameras or on, I don't know, something else, and they ended up killing him. So that's interesting, though. I mean, this is going to be pretty cool to see, you know, exactly what goes on day by day, how he's dying to different things, because this means that, you know, if he notices a trend, like for Nightmare A, he might update it, change it a little bit, make it a little bit easier, or I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see exactly what happens over the next month and see exactly, you know, what he ends up finding out and who he ends up finding to be the hardest animatronic, and go from there. But yeah, guys, I'm ending this video here. That was it for the ultimate custom night. The roster is now at 100%. I don't think I'm going to be updating you guys on this beta testing thing, because I mean, there's really not much to update. I don't think you guys would like a video where I'm like, yeah guys, you know, it looks like, oh wait, he just updated again. I just refreshed it and it's updated again. Okay, hold on, hold the phone, guys, don't leave yet. I get slammed almost immediately by jump scares from Phantom BB, Phantom Freddy, and Phantom Mangle. Then L Chip's ads pop up. The Nightmare A moves in for the kill because I have no idea where he is. Brutal, but it works. Ooh, okay, so that was just now updated. We got the winky face in there and everything. I'm gonna update it one more time just to be sure, because we don't want to miss out on anything. Okay, it looks like we got everything this time around. But like I said, I'm sure this is gonna be, you know, updating all the time. Like I said, I don't think I'm gonna be covering it every time it updates, because there's really not much to discuss unless he says like something major. Then I'll come in, and then I'll go ahead and go in here and, you know, break it down for you guys. But yeah, guys, I'm in this video here. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like on it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.